சன் தேஜஸ் ஆதி பொது அறிவு சார்ந்த ஒரு யூடியூப் சேனலாகும். இந்த பாடத்திற்கான கேள்வி பதிலை டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் பாக்ஸில் கொடுத்துள்ளேன், சரிபார்த்துக் கொள்ளவும். அத்துடன் எனது சேனல்களின் இணைப்பும் உள்ளது.
10. Physics 1. For which diode is used? 1. Modulation. 2. Oscillation. 3. Amplification. 4. Purification. 2. Who among the following developed the technology of underground nuclear explosion? 1. Dr. Homi J. Babha. 2. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. 3. Dr. Rajaramana. 4. Dr. P. K. Iyengar. 3. Which among the following types of coal produces most heat per unit? 1. Coal. 2. Lignite. 3. Anthracite. 4. Pit. 4. Which among the following waves is used for communication by artificial satellites? 1. Microwaves. 2. Radio waves. 3. AM. 4. Frequency of 1016 series 5. What is found in frequency modulation? 1. Fixed frequency. 2. Fixed dimension. 3. Change in frequency and dimension. 4. Change in dimension only. 6. When the speed of car is doubled, then what will be the braking force of the car to stop it in the same distance? 1. 4 times. 2. 2 times. 3. Half. 4. 1/4. 7. The dimension of which of the following is the same as that of impulse? 1. Volume. 2. Momentum. 3. Torque. 4. Change in the rate of momentum. 8. Which among the following is the fundamental quantity? 1. Volume. 2. Time. 3. Velocity. 4. Force. 9. When a ring of metal is heated, what happens to its hole? 1. Expands. 2. Contracts. 3. It expands or contracts according to its diameter. 4. It expands or contracts according to its coefficient of expansion. 10. If the diameter of a capillary is doubled, then the rise of water in it will be 1. 2 times. 2. Half. 3. 4 times. 4. No change. 11. Why the needle of iron swims on water surface when it is kept? 1. It will remain under the water, when it will displace more water than its weight. 2. The density of needle is less than that of water. 3. Due to surface tension. 4. Due to its shape. 14. On which of the following techniques photostat machine works? 1. Magnetic image making. 2. Thermal image making. 3. Electrostatic image making. 4. Electromagnetic image making. 15. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1. 3.6 megajoule. 2. 3.8 megajoule. 3. 3.2 megajoule. 4. 4.0 megajoule. 3. AM. 4. Frequency of 1016 series gently. 16. What is the minimum escape velocity of rocket to be launched into space? 1. 5 km/seconds. 2. 6 km/seconds. 3. 11 km/seconds. 4. 15 km/seconds. 17. Which of the following statements is true when we see rainbow? 1. We face sun and raindrops. 2. The sun remains behind us and we face raindrops. 3. In light rainfall, we face sun. 4. The sky remains clear and the sun is at lower position in the sky. 18. How much calorie of energy is released by a boiled egg? 1. 40. 2. 50. 3. 60. 4. 77. 19. The splitting of different colors of light in a prism is 1. Reflection of light. 2. Dispersion of light. 3. Diffraction of light. 4. Refraction of light. 20. A boat will submerge when it displaces water equal to its own 1. Volume. 2. Weight. 3. Surface area. 4. Density. 21. Surface tension in a liquid is due to 1. Adhesive force between molecules. 2. cohesive force between molecules, 3. Gravitational force between molecules, 4. Electrical force between molecules. 22. A circular plate, a cube, and a sphere, all made up of same material and having the same mass, are heated to 300 degrees Celsius and left in a room. Which of them will have the slowest rate of cooling? 1. Circular plate, 2. Cube, 3. Sphere, 4. All will cool at the same rate. 23. Optic fibers are used in 1. CAT scans, 2. X-ray photos, 3. Ultrasound scans, 4. Endoscopy. 24. Two waves, each of amplitude 1.5 mm and frequency 10 Hz, are traveling in opposite direction with a speed of 20 mm/s. The distance in mm between adjacent nodes is 1. 1.0, 2. 1.2, 3. 1.5, 4. 2.025. The snow on the mountains does not melt all at once when it is heated by the sun because 1. It becomes very hard, 2. It reflects most of the heat from the sun, 3. It has a low specific heat capacity, 4. It has a high latent heat of fusion. 26. A person standing on a railway platform listens to the whistles of arriving and departing trains. The whistle heard is 1. The same in both cases in all respects, 2. Of higher intensity when train arrives, 3. Of higher pitch when train arrives, 4. Of higher pitch when train departs. 27. Holography is a technique of 1. Recording a permanent, sharp two-dimensional black and white or multicolor photograph, 2. Recording a permanent three-dimensional multicolor photograph, 3. Recording a permanent three-dimensional black and white photograph, 4. Recording a permanent three-dimensional photograph of a given single color or a multicolor. 28. The velocity of sound in moist air is more than in dry air because the moist air has 1. Less density than dry air, 2. Less pressure than dry air, 3. More pressure than dry air, 4. More density than dry air. 29. An ice block with a piece of lead embedded in it floats in water. If ice melts, the water level 1. Rises, 2. Falls, 3. Remains same, 4. Falls first and then rises. 30. The velocity of heat radiation in vacuum is 1. Equal to that of light, 2. Less than that of light, 3. Greater than that of light, 4. Equal to that of sound. 31. The plastic material commonly used for making gear wheels is 1. Polyesters, 2. Nylons, 3. Bakelite, 4. Polystyrene. 32. Ultraviolet radiations of the sun do not reach the Earth because Earth's atmosphere is surrounded by 1. Carbon dioxide, 2. Ammonia, 3. Chlorine, 4. Ozone. 33. Curie is unit of 1. Radioactivity, 2. Temperature, 3. Heat, 4. Energy. 34. Which of the following is used in oven? 1. X-rays, 2. UV rays, 3. Microwaves, 4. Radio waves. 35. When heated from 00 to 100 C, volume of a given mass of water will 1. Increase gradually, 2. Decrease gradually, 3. Increase and then will decrease, 4. Decrease and then will increase. 36. Energy is continuously created in the sun due to 1. Nuclear fusion, 2. Nuclear fission, 3. Radioactivity, 4. Artificial radioactivity. 37. In electronics, what comes under tank circuit? 1. Resistance and capacity, 2. Resistance and inductance, 3. Capacity and inductance, 4. Resistance, capacity, and inductance. 38. Colles tube is used to produce 1. Radio waves, 2. Microwaves, 3. X-rays, 4. Gamma rays. 39. Which of the following is used for regulated electric supply? 1. Zener diode, 2. Junction diode, 3. Gun diode, 4. Tunnel diode. 40. The source of the sun's energy is the process of 1. Photoelectric emission, 2. Nuclear fission, 3. Nuclear fusion, 4. Thermionic emission. 41. Gamma rays can cause 1. Gene mutation, 2. Sneezing, 3. Burning, 4. Fever. 42. The substance which conducts current in the solid state is 1. Diamond, 2. Graphite, 3. Iodine, 4. Sodium chloride. 43. Which set of conditions represents the easiest way to liquefy a gas? 1. Low temperature and high pressure, 2. High temperature and low pressure, 3. Low temperature and low pressure, 4. High temperature and high pressure. 44. What is color of light related to? 1. Amplitude, 2. Frequency, 3. Quality, 4. Velocity. 45. What principle/law explains the working of the hydraulic brakes in automobiles? 1. Bernoulli's law, 2. Pozioul's principle, 3. Pascal's law, 4. Archimedes' principle. 46. The best conductor of heat among the following is 1. Alcohol, 2. Mercury, 3. Ether, 4. Water. 47. What is viewed through an electron microscope? 1. Electrons and other elementary particles, 2. Structure of bacteria and viruses, 3. Inside of human stomach, 4. Inside of the human eye. 48. What apparatus is used to locate a submerged object? 1. Radar, 2. Sonar, 3. Quasar, 4. Pulsar. 49. The instrument which uses sound waves to measure the depth of oceans is 1. Radar, 2. Sonar, 3. Altimeter, 4. Venturimeter. 50. Which combination of color is the most convenient during day and night time? 1. Organate and blue, 2. White and black, 3. Yellow and blue, 4. Red and green. 51. The instrument that measures and records the relative humidity of air is 1. Hydrometer, 2. Hygrometer, 3. Lactometer, 4. Barometer. 52. The shape of our Milky Way galaxy is 1. Circular, 2. Elliptical, 3. Spiral, 4. None of the above. 53. The different colors of different stars are due to the variation of 1. Temperature, 2. Pressure, 3. Density, 4. Radiation from them. 54. The fundamental scientific principle in the operation of battery is 1. Acid-base interaction, 2. Dialysis, 3. Dissociation of electrolytes, 4. Oxidation reduction. 55. Instrument used to measure the force and velocity of the wind is 1. Ammeter, 2. Anemometer, 3. Altimeter, 4. Audiometer. 56. Woolen clothes keep the body warm because 1. Wool increases the temperature of the body, 2. Wool is a bad conductor, 3. Wool absorbs radiant heat from outer objects, 4. Wool rejects heat from the outer objects. 57. If the length of a simple pendulum is halved, then its period of oscillation is 1. Doubled, 2. Halved, 3. Increased by a factor square root 2, 4. Decreased by a factor square root 2. 58. Mist is caused by 1. Dry ice, 2. Ice at low temperature, 3. Water vapor at low temperature, 4. Carbon monoxide in solid form. 59. While catching a ball, a player pulls down his hands to lower the 1. Force, 2. Momentum, 3. Impulse, 4. Catching time. 60. When a barometer reading suddenly recedes, it indicates that climate 1. Will be very warm, 2. Will be extremely stormy, 3. Will remain cold, 4. Incessant rain for at least 48 hours. 61. A particle dropped from the top of a tower uniformly falls on ground at a distance which is equal to the height of tower. Which of the following paths will be traversed by the particle? 1. Circle, 2. Parabolic, 3. Great circle, 4. Hyper, Parabolic 62. Electron microscope was invented by 1. Knoll and Ruska, 2. Robert Koch, 3. Leeuwenhoek, 4. C.P. Swanson 63. When a bottle of scent is kept open in a corner of a room, its odor is felt in all parts of the room. This is due to the phenomenon of 1. Evaporation, 2. Vaporization, 3. Diffusion, 4. Sublimation 64. Clear nights are colder than cloudy nights because of 1. Conduction, 2. Condensation, 3. Radiation, 4. Insolation 65. Speed of sound is the greatest in 1. Water, 2. Air, 3. Glass, 4. Glycerin 66. A gas thermometer is more sensitive than a liquid thermometer because a gas, 1. Is lighter than liquid, 2. Expands more than a liquid, 3. Is easy to obtain, 4. Does not change state easily 67. Which one of the following is used for sunglasses? 1. Pyrex glass, 2. Flint glass, 3. Crookes glass, 4. Crystal glass 68. The speed of light with the rise in the temperature of the medium, 1. Increases, 2. Decreases, 3. Remains unaltered, 4. Drops suddenly 69. Clothes keep us warm in winter because they, 1. Supply heat, 2. Do not radiate heat, 3. Prevent air from contacting the body, 4. Prevent the heat of the body from escaping 70. In a refrigerator, what produces the cooling? 1. The ice which deposits on the freezer, 2. The sudden expansion of a compressed gas, 3. The evaporation of a volatile liquid, 4. None of these 71. Why are we able to hear short-wave broadcasts better than long-wave broadcasts? 1. Short waves are more energetic than long waves. 2. Short waves are unaffected by atmospheric disturbances. 3. Short-wave broadcasts are made by nearby radio stations. 4. By convention, short waves are meant for long distances, whereas long waves are reserved for short distances. 72. When the barometer reading dips suddenly, it is an indication of 1. Hot weather, 2. Calm weather, 3. Storm, 4. Dry weather 73. Good conductor of electricity is 1. Dry air, 2. Paper, 3. Kerosene, 4. Graphite 74. Which of the following is a non-renewable source of energy? 1. Biogas, 2. Solar, 3. Wind, 4. Coal 75. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy during 1. Transpiration, 2. Photosynthesis, 3. Diffusion, 4. Osmosis 76. The term equinox means 1. The path which the Earth takes around the Sun, 2. The axis of the Earth around which it rotates, 3. When the day and night are of equal duration, 4. The time when the Sun seems to be going round and round in the sky in the Arctic but does not go below the horizon 77. Heat from the Sun reaches the Earth by 1. Reflection, 2. Conduction, 3. Radiation, 4. Convection 78. In which of the following cases, kinetic energy is being used in performing work? 1. Paddling the bicycle to cover a distance, 2. Driving a car to cover a distance, 3. Windmill grinding wheat grain, 4. Rowing a boat in the lake 79. Which of the following parts of the sunlight makes the solar cooker hot? 1. Ultraviolet, 2. Red light, 3. Infrared, 4. Cosmic rays 80. If the velocity time graph of a particle is represented by y equals mt plus c, then the particle is moving with 1. Constant speed, 2. Constant velocity, 3. Constant acceleration, 4. Varying acceleration 81. Which of the following occurred first? 1. Albert Einstein propounded the general theory of relativity, 2. Max Planck unveiled the quantum theory, 3. Guglielmo Marconi sent out the first wireless signals, 4. Wright brothers successfully flew an aircraft 82. A passenger standing in a bus is thrown outward when the bus takes a sudden turn. This happens due to 1. Outward pull on him, 2. Inertia of motion, 3. Change in momentum, 4. Change in acceleration 83. When pressure is increased, the melting point of ice, 1. Increases, 2. Does not change, 3. Decreases, 4. Depends on the impurities in the ice 84. Longitudinal waves cannot travel through 1. Vacuum, 2. Solid, 3. Liquid, 4. Gas 85. Electrostatic precipitator is used to control the pollution of 1. Air, 2. Water, 3. Noise, 4. Thermal 86. Tungsten is used for the manufacture of the filament of an electric bulb, because 1. It is a good conductor, 2. It is economical, 3. It is malleable, 4. It has a very high melting point 87. What is the wavelength of visible spectrum? 1. 1300 degree, 3000 degree, 2. 3900 degree, 7600 degree, 3. 7800 degree, 8000 degree, 4. 8500 degree, 9800 degree 88. Who measured the velocity of light first? 1. Galileo, 2. Newton, 3. Romer, 4. Einstein 89. When a vehicle passes, TV reception gets distorted. This is because 1. Metal reflects radio waves, 2. Spark plug creates electromagnetic disturbances, 3. Vehicle pollution affects the performance of the TV components, 4. Modern vehicles use electro-ignition system 90. The energy emitted by the sun is due to 1. Chemical reaction, 2. Nuclear fission, 3. Nuclear fusion, 4. All of the above 91. The sky appears blue because of 1. Atmospheric water vapor, 2. Scattering of light, 3. Reflection on sea water, 4. Emission of blue wavelength by the sun 92. Dynamo is a device for converting 1. Heat energy into electrical energy, 2. Mechanical energy into electrical energy, 3. Magnetic energy into electrical energy, 4. Chemical energy into electrical energy 93. Oil rises up the wick in a lamp because 1. Oil is very light, 2. Of the diffusion of oil through the wick, 3. Of the surface tension phenomenon, 4. Of the capillary action phenomenon 94. In the atmosphere, ultraviolet rays are absorbed by 1. Oxygen, 2. Nitrogen, 3. Ozone, 4. Helium 95. Which of the following metals is used for the manufacture of heating elements provided in electric iron? 1. Nickel, 2. Chromium, 3. Nichrome, 4. Tungsten 96. An electron microscope gives higher magnification than an optical microscope, because 1. It uses more powerful lenses, 2. The velocity of electron is smaller than that of visible light, 3. The electrons have more energy than the light particles, 4. The wavelength of electrons is smaller as compared to the wavelength of visible light 97. The hydraulic brakes used in automobiles is a direct application of 1. Archimedes' principle, 2. Torricellian law, 3. Bernoulli's theorem, 4. Pascal's law 98. Where are mesons found? 1. Cosmic rays, 2. X-rays, 3. Gamma rays, 4. Laser beam 99. Plants are dried up in winter due to frost because 1. Evaporation does not take place, 2. Photosynthesis does not take place at such low temperature, 3. Respiration does not take place at low temperature, 4. There is mechanical loss of tissues and drought condition prevails 100. For a body moving with non-uniform velocity and uniform acceleration, 1. Displacement, time graph is linear, 2. Displacement, time graph is nonlinear, 3. Velocity, time graph is nonlinear, 4. Velocity, time graph is linear 101. The fourth state of matter is known as 1. Gas, 2. Vapor, 3. Plasma, 4. Electrons 102. Lambert's law is related to 1. Reflection, 2. Refraction, 3. Interference, 4. Illumination 103. Which of the following laws validates the statement that matter can neither be created nor destroyed? 1. Law of conservation of energy, 2. Le Chatelier's principle, 3. Law of conservation of mass, 4. Law of osmosis 104. Decibel is the unit used for 1. Speed of light, 2. Intensity of heat, 3. Intensity of sound, 4. Radio wave frequency 105. The term isoneph indicates the lines of equal 1. Cloudiness, 2. Salinity, 3. Rainfall, 4. Pressure 106. The atmospheric layer reflecting radio waves is called 1. Ozonosphere, 2. Ionosphere, 3. Stratosphere, 4. Mesosphere 107. Cryogenics is a science dealing with 1. High temperatures, 2. Low temperatures, 3. Friction and wear, 4. Growth of crystals 108. The mass-energy relation is the outcome of 1. Quantum theory, 2. General theory of relativity, 3. Field theory of energy, 4. Special theory of relativity 109. Which of the following are used for accurately measuring very small time intervals? 1. Pulsars, 2. Quartz clocks, 3. Atomic clocks, 4. White dwarfs 110. Why does bleeding occur through the nose in high mountainous regions? 1. The pressure of blood in capillaries is greater than the outside pressure, 2. The pressure at high altitudes is greater than that on the plains, 3. The blood pressure of a person increases at high altitudes, 4. The blood pressure fluctuates and finally decreases drastically 111. Danger signals are generally read as red light, 1. Is least bright, 2. Undergoes least deviation, 3. Has lowest velocity, 4. Gives comfort to eye 112. A simple microscope consists of 1. A short focus convex lens, 2. A long focus convex lens, 3. A short focus concave lens, 4. A long focus concave lens 113. An oil drop spreads over water because 1. Oil is lighter than water, 2. Oil is more viscous, 3. Oil does not mix with water, 4. Surface tension of oil is much smaller than that of water 114. The device which converts AC to DC is 1. Oscillator, 2. Amplifier, 3. Rectifier, 4. None of these 115. Knot is a measure of 1. The speed of ship, 2. The curvature of spherical objects, 3. Solar radiation, 4. Intensity of earthquake shock 116. When the main switch of the house is put off, it disconnects the 1. Live wire only, 2. Live wire and the earth wire, 3. Live wire and the neutral wire, 4. Earth wire and the neutral wire 117. Heat from the sun reaches earth by the process of 1. Conduction, 2. Convection, 3. Radiation, 4. All of the above 118. Boyle's law is a relationship between 1. Pressure and volume, 2. Volume and temperature, 3. Volume and density, 4. Pressure and temperature 119. Which of the following produces more severe burns? 1. Boiling water, 2. Hot water, 3. Steam, 4. Melting iceberg 120. The sudden fall of atmospheric pressure indicates 1. Fair weather, 2. Storm, 3. Rain, 4. Cold weather 121. Which of the following pairs of physical quantities have the same dimensions? 1. Force and power, 2. Work and power, 3. work and energy, 4. Momentum and power 122. Magnetism in materials is due to 1. Electrons at rest, 2. Circular motion of electrons, 3. Protons at rest, 4. All neutrons at rest 123. Short sight in human eye can be corrected by using proper 1. Convex lens, 2. Concave lens, 3. Cylindrical lens, 4. Bifocal lens 124. What is the reason for twinkling of stars? 1. Dispersion of light, 2. Total internal reflection, 3. Atmospheric reflection, 4. Atmospheric refraction 125. The instrument for measuring intensity of earthquakes is called 1. Ediograph, 2. Pantograph, 3. Ergograph, 4. Seismograph 126. Which one of the following animals can hear ultrasonic sound? 1. Rat, 2. Squirrel, 3. Cat, 4. Bat 127. The source of the sun's energy is the process of 1. Photoelectric emission, 2. Nuclear fission, 3. Nuclear fusion, 4. Thermionic emission 128. A multimeter is used to measure 1. Current, 2. Voltage, 3. Resistance, 4. All of the above 129. Which of the following is used to split white light into different colors? 1. Glass slab, 2. Convex lens, 3. Concave lens, 4. Prism 130. Nuclear reactors used to produce electricity are based on 1. Nuclear fission, 2. Nuclear fusion, 3. Cold fusion, 4. Superconductivity 131. Submerged objects can be located using 1. Radar, 2. Sonar, 3. Quasar, 4. Pulsar 132. Which one of the following instruments is used to study dispersion of light? 1. Microscope, 2. Telescope, 3. Spectrometer, 4. Photometer 133. A fountain pen works on the principle of 1. Flow of liquids from higher to lower potential, 2. Capillary action, 3. Bernoulli's principle, 4. Viscosity of liquids 134. Pycnometer is an instrument used to measure the 1. Density, 2. Intensity of solar radiation, 3. Intensity of earthquake, 4. High temperatures 135. Fiber optics work on the principle of 1. Scattering of light, 2. Total internal absorption, 3. Total internal reflection, 4. Optical rotation 136. A decibel is 1. A musical instrument, 2. The wavelength of noise, 3. A musical note, 4. A measure of sound level 137. Remote sensing device has an inbuilt source of 1. X-ray, 2. G-ray, 3. Ultraviolet ray, 4. Infrared ray 138. The atmosphere is heated mainly by 1. Insolation, 2. Conduction, 3. Radiation, 4. Convection 139. A device used for converting AC into DC is called 1. Transformer, 2. Rectifier, 3. Induction coil, 4. Dynamo 140. Energy of ultraviolet rays is great than 1. Infra, red rays, 2. Gamma rays, 3. X rays, 4. Cosmic rays 141. The instrument used to measure the speed of the wind is 1. Altimeter, 2. Anemometer, 3. Chronometer, 4. Dosimeter 142. Who defined the law of gravitation? 1. Newton, 2. Archimedes, 3. Galileo, 4. Faraday 143. The metal used to make lightning conductors is 1. Iron, 2. Aluminium, 3. Copper, 4. Zinc 144. A hydrogen balloon floats up because of 1. Air pressure decreases with decrease in height. 2. Air pressure decreases with decrease in weight. 3. Weight of the balloon is less than the weight of air displaced by it. 4. The pressure inside the balloon is more than the pressure outside it. 145. In a rechargeable cell, what kind of energy is stored within the cell? 1. Electrical energy. 2. Potential energy. 3. Chemical energy. 4. Kinetic energy. 146. Which one of the following lenses should be used to correct the defect of astigmatism? 1. Cylindrical lens. 2. Concave lens. 3. Convex lens. 4. Bifocal lens. 147. Superconductors are those elements, 1. Whose conductivity is intermediate between metals and insulators. 2. Whose resistance falls almost to zero at very low temperatures. 3. Which turn into insulators at very low temperatures. 4. Which conduct electricity only at super high temperatures. 148. In a laser, say neon laser, all the atoms emit the light waves of 1. Same frequency. 2. Same amplitude. 3. Same phase. 4. All of the above. 149. Which of the following has got more heat capacity? 1. Iron piece. 2. Water. 3. Gold piece. 4. Benzene. 150. If the temperature of a place increases suddenly, the relative humidity, 1. Increases. 2. Decreases. 3. Remains constant. 4. Fluctuates. 151. Fleming's right-hand rule is used to find the direction of the 1. Alternate current. 2. Direct current. 3. Induced current. 4. Actual current. 152. What is the full form of AM regarding radio broadcasting? 1. Amplitude movement. 2. Anywhere movement. 3. Amplitude matching. 4. Amplitude modulation. 153. Which color is the complementary color of yellow? 1. Blue. 2. Green. 3. Orange. 4. Red. 154. During washing of clothes, we use indigo due to its 1. Better cleaning action. 2. Proper pigmental composition. 3. High glorious nature. 4. Very low cost. 155. The energy stored in a watch spring is 1. Kinetic energy. 2. Potential energy. 3. Heat energy. 4. Chemical energy. 156. The sensation of weightlessness in a spacecraft in an orbit is due to the 1. Absence of gravity outside. 2. Acceleration in the orbit which is equal to the acceleration due to gravity outside. 3. Presence of gravity outside but not inside the spacecraft. 4. Fact that spacecraft in the orbit has no energy. 157. Therm is the unit of 1. Power. 2. Heat. 3. Light. 4. Distance. 158. Newton's first law of motion gives the concept of 1. Energy. 2. Work. 3. Momentum. 4. Inertia. 159. A pond of water appears less deep due to 1. Reflection. 2. Diffraction. 3. Refraction. 4. Polarization. 160. The oldest type of energy known to man is 1. Wind power. 2. Solar power. 3. Tidal energy. 4. Geothermal energy. 161. Energy that is produced commercially from coal is called 1. Light energy. 2. Kinetic energy. 3. Thermal energy. 4. Potential energy. 162. We always see the same face of the moon, because 1. It is smaller than the Earth. 2. It revolves on its axis in a direction opposite to that of the Earth. 3. It takes equal time for revolution around the Earth and rotation on its own axis. 4. It rotates at the same speed as the Earth around the Sun. 163. Water pipes in hilly areas often burst on a cold frosty night, because 1. the material of which pipes are made contracts due to cold and so breaks. 2. Water in the pipes freezes and unfreezing water expands, so pipes break. 3. Frost makes the pipes rusty, so they break. 4. None of these 164. A parachute descends slowly whereas a stone dropped from the same height falls rapidly, because 1. Stone is heavier than parachute. 2. Special mechanisms are present in parachute. 3. A parachute has a larger surface area and air resistance is more. 4. None of these 165. Which of the following instruments is used to measure humidity? 1. Kata thermometer. 2. Anemometer. 3. Sling psychrometer. 4. Clinical thermometer. 166. The type of mirrors used in the headlamp of cars is 1. Parabolic concave. 2. Plane. 3. Spherical convex. 4. Cylindrical concave. 167. The reason for a swimming pool to appear less deep than the actual depth is 1. Refraction. 2. Light scattering. 3. Reflection. 4. Interference. 168. Alternating current is converted into direct current by a 1. Transformer. 2. Dynamo. 3. Oscillator. 4. Rectifier. 169. Which of the following is most elastic? 1. Rubber. 2. Wet clay. 3. Steel. 4. Plastic. 170. When a person walking in bright sunlight enters a dark room, he is not able to see clearly for a little while because 1. The eye muscles cannot immediately adjust the focal length of the eye lens. 2. The retina retains the bright images for some time and becomes momentarily insensitive. 3. The iris is unable to contract the pupil immediately. 4. The iris is unable to dilate the pupil immediately. 171. The swing of a spinning cricket ball in air can be explained on the basis of 1. Sudden change in wind direction. 2. Buoyancy of air. 3. Turbulence caused by wind. 4. Bernoulli's theorem. 172. Why two thin shirts can keep us warmer than a single thick shirt in winter? 1. Two thin shirts become thicker so prevent transmission of heat. 2. Air layer between two shirts works as good conductor. 3. Air layer between two shirts behaves like insulating media. 4. No radiation of heat takes place. 173. Which layer of the Earth's atmosphere reflect back the radio waves to the Earth's surface? 1. Ionosphere. 2. Stratosphere. 3. Mesosphere. 4. Exosphere. 174. Sound cannot pass through 1. Water. 2. Steel. 3. Air. 4. Vacuum. 175. In a photocell, light energy is converted into 1. Potential energy. 2. Chemical energy. 3. Heat energy. 4. Electrical energy. 176. A storm is predicted if atmospheric pressure 1. Rises suddenly. 2. Rises gradually. 3. Falls suddenly. 4. Falls gradually. 177. An egg sinks in soft water but floats in a concentrated solution of salt because 1. Egg absorbs salt from the solution and expands. 2. Albumin dissolves in salt solution and egg becomes lighter. 3. The density of salt solution exceeds the density of eggs. 4. Water has high surface tension. 178. What should a person on a freely rotating turntable do to decrease his angular speed? 1. Bring his hands together. 2. Raise his hands up. 3. Spread his hands outwards. 4. Sit down with raised hands. 179. Which of the following celestial bodies contains abundant quantities of helium-3, a potential source of energy? 1. Earth. 2. Moon. 3. Venus. 4. Saturn. 180. Smog is a combination of 1. Air and water vapors. 2. Water and smoke. 3. Fire and water. 4. Smoke and fog. 181. Which of the following circuit elements is used to block DC in an electronic circuit? 1. Resistances. 2. Capacitance. 3. Inductance. 4. Diode 182. Spectacles used for viewing 3D films have 1. Bifocal lens. 2. Convex lens. 3. Concave lens. 4. Polaroids 183. A boy sitting in an open car moving with the constant speed throws a ball straight up into the air. The ball falls 1. Behind him. 2. In front of him. 3. Into his hand. 4. By his side 184. The process involved in making soap is 1. Saponification. 2. Hydrolysis. 3. Condensation. 4. Polymerization 185. A kilowatt-hour is unit of 1. Energy. 2. Power. 3. Electric charge. 4. Electric current 186. Ventilators are provided near the ceiling of the room because 1. The exhaled warmer air rises up and goes out. 2. These provide cross-ventilation in the room. 3. These provide some sunlight in the room. 4. These do not look nice in the lower part 187. The hair of shaving brush clings together when removed from water due to 1. Surface tension. 2. Viscosity. 3. Elasticity. 4. Friction 188. In severe winter, in cold countries water pipes burst because 1. Water expands on freezing. 2. Contraction of water pipes. 3. High atmospheric pressure. 4. Combined effect of all the above 189. In the process of magnetization of a bar, 1. The entire bulk of the bar gets magnetized. 2. Only the surface of the bar gets magnetized. 3. Only the ends of the bar get magnetized. 4. Only some parts of the outer layers of the bar get magnetized 190. A falling drop of rainwater acquires the spherical shape due to 1. Viscosity. 2. Surface tension. 3. Atmospheric pressure. 4. Gravitational force 191. The weakest of all fundamental forces is 1. Gravitational force. 2. Electrostatic force. 3. Magnetic force. 4. Nuclear force 192. Velocity of sound in air does not change with the change of 1. Temperature of air. 2. Pressure of air. 3. Moisture content in air. 4. Wind in the direction of propagation of sound 193. The density of a gas is maximum at 1. Low temperature, low pressure. 2. Low temperature, high pressure. 3. High temperature, low pressure. 4. High temperature, high pressure 194. The cause for the tsunami, as deduced by the seismologists, is 1. Gravitational pull of the moon. 2. Low pressure trough in the ocean. 3. Deformation of seafloor and vertical displacement of water. 4. Sudden change in the monsoon wind 195. Which one of the following wavelengths of light is most effective in photosynthesis? 1. Blue. 2. Green. 3. Orange. 4. Yellow 196. Why is it difficult to breathe at higher altitudes? 1. Due to low air pressure. 2. Due to low temperature. 3. Due to ozone. 4. Due to high humidity 197. The strongest force in nature is 1. Electrical force. 2. Gravitational force. 3. Nuclear force. 4. Magnetic force 198. According to the theory of relativity, which of the following always remains constant? 1. Length of an object. 2. Time. 3. Space. 4. Velocity of light 199. The spoon dropped by an astronaut in a satellite will 1. Fall to the floor. 2. Remain stationary. 3. Continue to follow the motion of the satellite. 4. Move tangentially away 200. A color-blind person cannot 1. See distant objects. 2. See black color. 3. Distinguish between certain colors. 4. Have persistence of vision 201.
சன் ஜட்ஜஸ் ஆதி பொது அறிவு சேனலை பார்த்த அனைவருக்கும் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். அடுத்த வீடியோவில் சந்திப்போம்.